I'm gonna make sure. Okay, that sounds about right. Here we go. As much as I love this intro, I'm gonna skip it. But welcome back to Monster Hunter. Such good music. While I was editing the highlight reel for last stream, I noticed the audio was missing. It's something to do with OBS. It just didn't select the right audio source for the game. But at least you could hear my wonderful voice. The last time, got a bunch of new armor, but I didn't complete the hunter set. I still got green pants, so we have yet to do that. What I do have, I think I have the materials, and I just need the money. Hunter's greaves. Nope, I don't even have money. But I do have the materials. So... I'm gonna talk to this barrel and get a quest that I can do. Because I think, yeah, all the one-star quests have no contract fee. I need to make some more stakes anyway, so this is a good quest to do. I think today I'm just going to be doing more foraging and forging like last time. I want to get a better lance, and that's going to take some more materials. Okay, I don't know why I'm taking those. All I really need are these. I'll take the first aid med just because it's possible, however unlikely, that the aptitudes will do some serious damage. I also want to get some honey tonight, because honey is useful for a lot of different things. Power juice is one of them. Gotta let that music play. So power juice is pretty good. In later games it's called ash juice. In this game, it gets nerfed in later games, but in this game it's super powerful because it stops your stamina from depleting at all. And that's useful for a lot of different weapons. Mostly for the lance, I guess, because you have that charge move. Which is not that button. But you have the charge move, which eats up a lot of stamina, but you can just keep doing it forever if you have tape, if you have eaten a power juice. I'll be saying eating potions and power juices and other things a lot in this, because you really just stuff it in your face like you're eating it, even though it's meant to be some kind of a drink. Well, I'm gonna scare one of you. Oh, come on. Alliance is not cooperating tonight. Yeah, that Aptitude is frightened. I don't want to kill the little one. Yeah, but power juice will be really useful, especially on the egg delivery quests. Alright, let's cook some steaks. One of the hardest things in this game. Ah. Timing, okay. I was almost too late on that one. Because it does a little bit more orange when it's well done. Which is how this cooking game is always done. But it's hard to spot. Not even that. It's not hard to spot. It just lasts for such a small window. That in this game, I'm missing it a lot. I love that. The whimsy of these games is wonderful. The So Tasty in the Monster Hunter 3 version of that mini game is even more enthusiastic. Yeah. It's funny, this lance tree builds into one of the strongest lances, and it doesn't take that much effort to do. You can, I guess it's kind of like grinding in like an RPG. You just have to, oh, come on. You just have to do a lot of quests to get enough money and enough resources to make it. Boy, there's something about dropped inputs in this game, I think. I don't know if it's the emulator or the controller adapter that I'm using, but sometimes they don't go through. And I'm just, at this point, I'm just spamming up bunny arrows to get all 3 strikes in. I'm sorry, Aptitude. I need your raw meat. The monster bones are useful too. Oh yeah, I was gonna make the bone lance, which that one I think you do want to take one of the divergent branches because it goes into a fire element lance. It'll be neat. This game doesn't look all that exciting with all the designs, but one of the attractions is that there are a lot of distinct and creative weapon and armor designs that they just get better as you go along. So the fire lance I'm talking about is pretty neat. I seem to remember it has like a, I think it has sort of a yellow hot tip to it. Like, it's sort of, the fire element is always present, and it's burning almost white hot at all times. But this is going to be the bulk of this series, I think, is me just foraging in the grass and slaying helpless Aptanoth for their meat. Later games do streamline this a lot. For one thing, you get, at some point they introduce a farm, so that if you have at least one plant or insect that you want to gather more of, you can seed your farm with it, and felines will tend the farm and give you a whole bunch back over time. So stuff like herbs and the blue mushrooms, which are what you're going to use the most of, you don't have to gather every single one yourself, you can just put them in the farm. Okay, I got you. You know, that's why I'm looking forward to doing Monster Hunter 3, is it's just much less of a grind. This one is proving to be. Let's see, we got 4 raw meat. So let's get cooking.
Looks tasty.
The hunter must have complete silence to prepare a well-cooked steak. The timing is crucial, or they will arrive at burnt meat, which is only sellable at 2 zenny apiece.
Looks tasty.
So far, I've had to just push the button slightly ahead of when I think I need to. Because the music is sort of a cue. Dang. Maybe... So in later games, the music ends, and there's a variable amount of time after it, during which the well-done segment will happen. It seems like it's that way in this game too, so you really just have to watch the meat closely and smack the button as fast as you can. Man, we can get one more round of Slang Aptitude. I may have gotten stuff worth the zenny I need to make the last armor piece, but probably not. I would guess that I don't. So I'm gonna do another gathering quest. Oop, he got me. Well, I shouldn't say he, I don't know. I don't know which end of this Aptitude is. Oh, hey there. Good to see you, Blanca. I am back to gathering, as always. Luckily, I'm a little more handy with the lance than previous episodes. I was just complaining about the cooking minigame again. I want to promise to do a hunt this stream. Yeah. I want to promise to do a hunt this stream of at least a small monster, if not a large one. But I think it will just depend on the favor of the Monster Hunter gods. Whoever they may be. Alright. Maybe I can get it. I'm gonna watch from the angle that doesn't have so much shadow on it. Nope. Yeah, I could tackle Velocitron again. My mistake last time I fought him was, I didn't slay enough of the Velociprey, and they were just harassing me the whole time. Dang it. I can't talk while I'm cooking, I gotta learn that. Well, rare steak are useful at least. I was talking about making power drinks, and rare steak is one component of that. Dang. Well, I've got a few more raw meat apparently.
Looks tasty.
Jeez. Ah, did it again. I think I distracted myself by looking at the stamina bar going back down to 100. We hardly did anything, and our stamina's already back to the base level. Monster Hunter 1 is harsh. we get? We got 4 raw, rare steak to 7 well done. That was the same as last time. I guess that's my my success rate is 7 out of 15. So I'm slightly better. I'm slightly worse than pure chance. Wow. I've been thinking a lot about Monster Hunter 3 because my I need to turn on my Wii U at least once a day, or it'll go red light of death on me. And there are only a few games that I haven't beaten in my Wii U collection. Finally made it through Bayonetta, which is that's a whole can of worms right there. I hesitate to even bring it up because I know it has like very strong reactions from people. How much is the quest? That's what I need to know. Can I do mushrooms? No. But I also put away the stuff I was going to sell by accident. I am actually hoping to haunt the... Where is the... Oh, well, we want to sell the burnt steak because that's useless. I think the burnt steak, you can eat it, but it will actually reduce your maximum stamina. There's something like that. Yeah, and most of them, there's really not much reason to have a Wii U unless you already own the games on them. I agree, it's like Nintendo just totally abandoned it. You're not the person I want to talk to. Oh, here we go. But yeah, I keep Monster Hunter 3 because that's probably the game I've played the most on my copy of the Wii U. Dang, not enough money. Well, we're gonna do one of the free quests again. What is this one? Number 2 herbs and spiderweb. Oh, you know what? We can do this one because I can also do some gathering. Oh, I was gonna buy mine picks, but I have no money. Well, I took the quest, so I'm just gonna... But yeah, I was noticing even some old 3DS games that you could only play on 3DS have been ported to Switch, like Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. And I bought Generations recently for the 3DS, and I felt like a fool when I learned that Generations U was on the Switch. So I'm like, well, there's not really a reason to play the copy I already have. Yeah. That's right, we're getting herbs and spiderwebs in this quest. And I did have a pickaxe in my house, and I forgot to pick it up first. So no mining ore in this quest. Anyway. Yeah, I was happy to be done with Bayonetta, because it got to the point where it wasn't fun anymore. When debris is blocking the entire camera view, so you can't see what you're doing, and the button prompt lasts for only, like, maybe 5 frames before you're killed and you have to restart, kind of loses the fun. But Platinum knows what they're doing when it comes to melee combat games, because the combo stuff is pretty fun, although I never really got a sense of which combos were useful for what circumstances, really. I don't know. That's a whole thing. Yeah, I guess I don't think there are any Wii U exclusive left, are there? Yeah. Yeah, I think I ultimately enjoyed Bayonetta, but I don't really want to play it again. There are just so many bad segments that I'm like, that are like traumatizing. I think the worst one is the missile on rails section near the end, because it just goes on so long, and the dodge move spins the whole camera like you're doing Star Fox 64 in first-person mode. It's if it doesn't make you sick, it'll make you miserable. Yeah. Oh yeah, I never played the Star Fox Wii U game. I heard that it was really hard to control, but maybe that's just like a learning curve thing. I don't know. It looked like it was just they were just trying to recapture the magic of Star Fox 64 again, and I have Star Fox 64, so I would just sooner go play that, honestly. Gotta make the most of your gathering quests. Wait, Monster Hunter 3U is on the 3DS though, so it's not really a Wii exclusive, a Wii U exclusive. That said, it's probably a better experience on the Wii U just because you don't have to look down at the little screen. I don't know. It's like when you get old, you don't want to look down at handheld game consoles and hurt your neck from hours of playtime. So yeah, there's only like 2. Because Wonderful 101 got ported. And I'm kind of tempted to get the Wii U version because I imagine that... I know that there's touchscreen functionality for that, designed for the Wii U, and I don't know, I don't really like the touchscreen on the Switch. It's like too rough. And there's no stylus to work with, so who knows? Maybe I'll play it one day. Yeah, I don't know. I think many people only really know Devil's Third through Game Grumps, and watching that playthrough is good enough for me. I don't need to play it myself. Now, I wonder if the gathering point is here. Oh no. Alright. That's interesting. I bet I can follow the moss swine around and get a and find a new secret area that they can detect. Let's see. Oh, they seem to think there's something here, but I didn't find anything. Oh, weird. I'm just here for the spider webs. I think there's also supposed to be ivy in this game, but maybe I'm wrong. Because I know that if you want to make a pitfall trap, you need a net and trap tool, but I thought nets were made from spider web and ivy, and I don't think I have any ivy yet. That said, the pitfall traps are... Well, if this is like later Monster Hunter games, this is one of those questions that keeps coming up, one of those caveats that keeps coming into my mind, is that I know in later Monster Hunter games, some monsters will destroy pitfall traps or otherwise just totally be immune to them. And I'm not talking just about the Elder Dragons. But I don't know about this game. Pitfall traps might just work on any monster. Yeah, they probably have to, because I think there's a capture quest for every monster, at least in the online quests. So, the most that they can do is, like, if they're enraged, they'll destroy a pitfall trap. I want to say Nargacuga will do that. It'll destroy pitfall traps if it's enraged. I know Zenogre will famously start feeding on a shock trap because it is just so attuned with electricity that shock traps really don't do anything more than just get you to pin it to the spot. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about the sequel games that I intend to play at some point, because then I won't have anything to talk about when I'm playing them. What else did we... Oh, I finally... Actually, I had a pretty... Oh, Jan Garuga. Yeah, Jan Garuga isn't in this game, luckily. Just Jan Kutku, the Humble. I actually had a pretty good game completion day yesterday, because I finished Bayonetta and Cluster Truck, which had been dogging me for a long time. I would honestly... I think I had a better time with Cluster Truck, if I'm being honest. Because most of that game, the final boss of that is less fun than the rest of it, but that game was a blast. Highly recommend Cluster Truck. Just be very careful that you enunciate it correctly. I bought so many games I haven't played or finished that I came up with a spreadsheet because I'm a nerd, as evidenced by me playing Monster Hunter 1. And so I've been going through that list and deciding which games I want to finish. And trying to finish them. Oh, is this Ivy? No, this is Sap Plant. Oh yeah, we can sell some husk berries. Power seeds are useful. I don't remember getting them. And we don't have honey, although I looked up where to find it. Oh, Sleeper. I might... Wow, I really should have brought... I thought I had one pickaxe, but I have 4. I really should have brought them with me. Well, I'm going to bring them now because we have enough money to do the mushroom quest with all the gathering points. And... let me think. I think I'm probably... Yeah, I'm probably going to save up for the combo books before I start combining too many things. No, this is not going to work. What am I doing? I need to sell stuff. I'm just spacing out. We're going to sell 10 zennies worth of husk berries, which is great. I wonder... Oh no, you get more money from the mushroom picking now. Because I was wondering if the contract fee is not like a deposit. You don't get it back. You just get the quest reward at the end. Or nothing if you die 3 times. So back to good old mushroom picking quest. 2 stars. At least I get some more paintballs. Those are going to be... I'm probably going to run out of them down the line. Because they're really useful. with certain monsters. I was thinking. Oh yeah, games. Oh, you gotta let the music play. It's funny, I did a stream 2 weeks ago in Trespasser, this Jurassic Park tie-in game that has much worse music somehow than any of the movies, and yet it tries to be as thrilling as that moment, like arriving in the area with all these dinosaurs. It's a really stark contrast. And I don't know which game came out first. I think Trespasser came out around 1999 or 2000. Which reminds me, I was being pretty lenient on this game for its weird camera controls, because I was thinking, well, this is early in the days of, you know, when, like, control pad with 2 analog sticks was still a novel thing, and people weren't, developers really, weren't used to it. But then I thought about it, and I thought, what games came out around the time of and before Monster Hunter that could have informed the development team? And I looked at the timeline. Shadow of the Colossus came out 1 year after Monster Hunter. So, you know, the camera was a lot better in that game than this, which is not saying much, but it is. I think... what was it? I don't know, I think Katamari Damacy came out around the same time as this game, so that's not a great example, because the camera in that game is pretty fixed. But I mean, this is clearly borrowing from The Legend of Zelda with the, you know, if I turn the camera and press the L1 button, it locks back forward into the forward-facing position. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remember what the other games were. Yeah. Maybe I'll play Shadow of the Colossus on stream, because I've got the disc and I've got this thing. I could make a real go of it and try to unlock all of the special stuff from the time trials. I never got all of the stuff that you can get. And that's the kind of game... Maybe that speaks to the kind of games I like and why I'm even playing Monster Hunter 1. Because Shadow of the Colossus is difficult to get a handle on, but it feels very satisfying to perform well, to climb all of these incredible guardians, these giant colossus. But Shadow of the Colossus is definitely more forgiving than this game, and it doesn't make you gather herbs for 30 of the 50 hours that you play it. Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus is probably a good streaming game because there's enough downtime between hunts to run around to talk, like I'm doing now. And then during the fights you have all that excitement. But I was trying to think, I don't know if anybody in the, yeah, Herb Hunter. This is the gathering part. It's really Monster Hunter Gatherer. And we're gathering. See, sleep herbs. You got sleep herbs. You got antidote herbs. You got regular herbs. You got fire herbs. All sorts of herbs. Herb Hunter. That's a very succinct way to put it. Thank you, chat. Isn't there another spot here? Maybe. There it is. Then best herb gathering simulator of the decade. Time to beat. Is it time to beat? No, how long to beat does claim that this game takes about 50 hours just doing the main story, and I'm not totally sure about that. Maybe if you're like speedrunning, you could get 50 hours in this game. You could get 50 hours or less. Excuse me, moss swine. I want to say that... Oh dang, they're like right next to each other on my shelf, and I was comparing the release dates. Oh, it was Shadow of the Colossus. It was 2005, so a year after this game. If you go back to previous games... Oh man, really? At least I didn't break the pickaxe. Finding out a second time that nothing was there. Oh, I forgot this is the feline. Yeah, but there's some spider webs here, and maybe some ivy comes out of this? I don't know. But I don't have any in my inventory, so ivy probably comes from the jungle or something. One of these days, I will have one of you felines join me in battle. But for now, we are sometimes enemies, sometimes neutral. Okay, we need to go this way. And I need to check. This is something that I like about this old game, is that you can check your items while you're running. Or while you're jogging, I should say. Although you could use the right analog stick to maneuver through those menus in later games, which is much more handy than reaching over across the whole controller like I'm doing right now with my thumb. Let's see. Maybe at best points again. But if we gather fast enough, then it'll just miss me by getting too high. I remember... No. Oh, I have too many herbs. I wonder if I can mix them. Did I get any blue? No, I didn't get any blue mushrooms, so we just gotta give up on collecting herbs for now. Oh, I don't know, maybe I can. Maybe I can crouch gather, but it might also just make me stand up here. So we are gonna hunt some little fellas. Nope, that's not one. I'm gonna try and gather at least some of these Velociprey parts, because I think you need them for a few lances. The Velociprey armor does have some protective ability that I only know the name of it and not what it actually does. Because oops, that was the wrong button. I think I read that the Velocipray armor set gives you... It says it prevents fainting, which might be... it might mean that you just can't faint from full health from an attack. Not very useful. But it could also be... it probably means something else. Wow, I'm having bad luck with the mining today. And yeah, let's try crouch gathering, actually. Oh, the animation looks a little different, doesn't it? Whoa, a Kulu scale. Good Ku scale, I mean. Yeah, the first thing to go is always the map, because I just know this area well enough that I don't need it. And crickets aren't that useful, so I'm just gonna get rid of the cricket. Go free, little cricket! There's nothing else here. Okay. Yeah, so thanks for the advice. That was Blanca. Thanks for the advice on crouch gathering, because when there are Vespoids around, I don't think they go low enough to actually hit you if you're crouched. Their aiming is meant for a standing hunter. Now, is this mining point going to give me more than one item? Got one. Wow. Wow. So much for the Monster Hunter gods. I'm forsaken. When God gives you lemons, you find a new god. That's some classic internet for you. Uh-oh. Do I have enough? I only have 3 special mushrooms. Huh. Tum-tum-tum-tum. I don't think any of these areas have mushroom gathering. Oh, you know what? I didn't go to the, I didn't go to Area 7. And that will probably have stuff. And cameras inside of walls. Video game camera technology has definitely improved. I was watching... What was I watching? It was, I think it was one of the no-clip documentaries, and the camera got really close. Oh, you know what? It was the one they just put out on the Demon's Souls remake. It's a good documentary, and it's neat because you really can't get anybody from From Software to talk about their games. So it was neat that they got the development team who made the remake, because they are willing to talk. But the camera got really close to a wall, like got really close and stuck in a wall behind the player, but the player kind of went transparent. But with an outline, so you could still make out the pose you were in, and I thought that was really neat. But yeah, I think we have to kill the Bullfangos, so that we can gather some of these mushrooms. Oh, he killed the other one. Just like I planned. Just according to plan. Don't worry, 80. Don't worry, 99. Everything is going according to plan. That is an obscure reference that I think no one will get. Can I turn around in time? Nope. Ah, he did a quick charge. This is why you pick up the first aid net at the start of a gathering quest. Because there are many Bullfango. I'm just going to preemptively dodge it 3 times. This is the funny part of the stream where all the highlights come from, by the way. He gets hit by both angles. It'll be interesting to counter the bolt fangos in Monster Hunter 3. Maybe that doesn't even work, I don't know. Uh-oh. Caught between a bolt fango and a hard place. Or a rock and a bolt fango place. Gotcha. This is why later games gave you some more inventory. Oh, we can get rid of Huskberry. Don't need that. But this guy's gonna give us a Bullfango part. Yeah. Belt in this case. And we'll have to drop something else. I can drop the mini whetstone, because that's a supply item. In 3U? Yeah, Bullfangos are in 3U. They're in the Moga Woods. Sometimes you'll encounter them on the investigations. Or, it's not called investigations. Sometimes you'll encounter them on expeditions. But Bullfango are in 3U. And they're exactly the same. I've had to deal with them fighting like Rathian and stuff. Oh, are there even mushrooms here? Well, I do have enough. So one of the times that I talked with the Veggie Elder here, he exchanged one of my iron ore that I didn't want to give up. Oh, he doesn't have it. I don't have anything he wants. Oh. But he'll, sometimes he'll take an item from you and give you something back. That's good. Felvine. Do I need Felvine? I have a bunch already. Okay. I need to find mushroom. I was clearing out the Bullfangos to get mushrooms, wasn't I? Dang it, and they're gonna be back now. I'm a fool. I know. When I came back to... I had a big hiatus for Monster Hunter 3U, and then when I came back, I'd forgotten a lot of stuff too, like some of the big monsters. But then, you know, you fight some of them and they're easier than you remember. You fight others and they're harder. Barioth was much easier than I remember. I was kind of disappointed, actually. Fighting high-rank Barioth was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Hey, no mushrooms. What is up with this quest? Anyway, I like Barioth. It's one of my favorite designs. But we don't get to see Barioth in this game because they don't have any of those kind of wyverns. It doesn't seem right that they're classified as wyverns. Just. I'm running out of stamina, too. I'm just going to go back through areas that I've been to and see if there are respawns for the mushroom gathering points. Oh, I didn't get the mushrooms here. Maybe that'll be enough. Yeah. Oh, here's something. Anybody who likes doing papercraft, if you have the space for it, there is... I forget where I found it, but you can find a papercraft template for a Barioth head that's it's like about 1/3 size. Oh, I think I got just enough. I got one extra special mushroom. But you can get a Barioth head papercraft that is big. It's like it's the size of like a dog's head or something, like a Labrador head. I know, that's kind of versamage. I wish I hadn't said that. It's like the size of like a volleyball. Let's say that. But I mean, it's it's ripped straight from, I assume, either Monster Hunter 3 or 4. And so it was not too hard to put together, as long as you just have the patience and a little glue and schizoids. Alright. My mistake didn't bite me as bad as I thought it would. The Bullfango didn't respawn. But the respawning in this game is very weird, and I don't understand it, because the Bullfango didn't come back that time, but previously I've, like, returned to an area with Bullfango and they were all back. And I went back into the monster den after killing all of the Velociprey on a previous stream. And all 5 Velociprey were respawned. So it feels just totally... I don't know. It's mysterious arcane magic. That's my only explanation. But I'm gonna cheer 3 cheers for Lancebeth. I need to take a quick break, because it's about the 1 hour mark. But I will, before I do, oh, what did I exchange? Crap, I exchanged something, I didn't see what it was. It's gonna be bad. Alright. But before I take my break, I'm gonna check on how much money the Hunter leggings cost. I think it's leggings. So that I can make a promise on what we're gonna do next. Because if it costs, I need to have like enough in addition to the cost. Yeah, it's too much. I need to have enough in addition to the greaves cost to also take up more quests. So I'm gonna exchange. Oh, you know what? I probably swap out the herbs because that was probably the first thing I picked up. At least I didn't swap out the pickaxes, luckily. That would have been awful. I'm gonna hold on to anything that I want to sell, which I guess is just this disc stone. The disc stone, I did learn the disc stone is used, oh no, I don't want to sell it. Disc stone is used to craft certain bowgun ammo, so I don't need it. Oops. I was gonna save. Okay, I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna go on a break. But apparently there's some kind of disc ammo that you can shoot with the bowguns. I don't know what that's about. But if you thought this game was hard enough and punishing enough with all the gathering as a Blade Master, you should see what it's like for a gunner, because you have to gather your own ammo. No thanks. Alright. BRB, everybody. Okay, let's get the mouse off screen. Alright, we're back. Oh, what's that? Oh, bowguns. Oh, that makes sense. The bowguns were the original meta for that stuff. But I would guess you would take a team. You wouldn't just be all bowguns, would you?
Yo!
Would you be all bowguns for a monster like that? I'm talking to the wrong person. I meant to talk to the village elf. Yeah. So I was thinking, I remembered that there's a special mushroom quest in the jungle, and it provides more. It gives you more money, but it does take 10 mushrooms, so we don't get extra money from the extra mushrooms. Yeah, you would be team. I would think you would want to get a mix, but I could also be. I guess I could imagine having everybody using bowguns, but it seems kind of wild to me. Alright, so we gotta get some hot chocolate to go on this jungle hunting quest. I'm gonna sell disc stone, and we're gonna earn more money from it, and we're gonna get probably rarer materials. Oh, I forgot there's a person over here. Oh, yeah. Her brother has gone out hunting monsters, and she has it, and he relayed his advice about 200. Oh, we can still afford the quest. She relayed his info about monsters having different elements. Most of them in this game are fire. I don't know why, it just Monster Hunter 1 is very heavy on fire monsters. I think even some of the monsters that have other elements also do fire. Although I was reading something that seemed to suggest Rathalos in this game doesn't poison you, it's only Rathian that has poison. Which, I'm skeptical of that point. I'm definitely going to bring antidotes when we eventually do fight Rathalos, but it's not totally unbelievable. Of course, we'll eventually get to that monster, and it won't be a team, it'll be just me. And I don't even expect to drive it off, I just want to go the distance. I'm going to do the Rocky thing, and just try to survive the timer in that quest. But when we get to that monster, that I think will be the end of this playthrough. I just don't want to fight the Velocipator right now. They're just popping after me like very, very angry rabbits. Oh, that's right, there are Melinks in this area too. I remember editing your own videos makes you remember the events of them much more clearly. Yeah, there they are, they spotted me. They've spotted us. Quick, gather the thing from this plant. Oh, Felvine. Okay, so what does the Felvine actually do? I know it does something. Having the Felvine doesn't seem to do anything for them. So maybe it does that. And I can't use it from my item list. And that was just a huskberry. Oh no, you don't. I'm not going to take any chances with the Melinks. And I feel too bad to slay them. Even if I'm able to. More Velocipator. Though, I mean, this area is very dangerous. It's not going to be an easy quest, but I also don't even know where the mushroom gathering points are. But I'm going to try. And I saved before the quest, so if I want to get my money back, I can just save scum. I wonder... Do these crabs, like, steal dropped items or something? These lobsters, I mean? Because it seems like you can't interact with them any other way. And these spiky things seem to be nothing. I don't know what's up with those. Oh, is that it? So they'll favor the Felvine. The Mellinks will take Felvine before anything else. I guess that's nice. I think it also can be combined into something, but I don't remember what. I think I prefer Gachalaka, honestly. Like Monster Hunter World Gachalaka, who will attack you and stuff. Because at least they don't take your items. Oh, that's right. I think you can make Felvine bombs. Maybe not in this game, but you can throw a Felvine bomb at a monster and the cats will attack it instead. The Melling says. Actually, I guess any felines will attack the monster if it's hit with a Felvine bomb. I feel kind of bad, though, because they get wrecked. If it's a large monster. I bet somebody's done a video where they got Mellinxes to slay a monster. Like Mellinx only. Oh, I should have the pickaxe out, just in case there's like a hidden mining point. I didn't even notice these tree trunks. I bet maybe they're involved in whatever battles happen in this area. Probably you can stand behind one until the monster hits it, and then it gets destroyed. Oh, that's right, and I need a hot drink or I'm gonna lose stamina like crazy. And this place does have a mining point somewhere. What's that? Are the Vespoids hitting... Oh, the Vespoid hit the boss swine. Yeah. I remember last time... Small swine is all blue. Yeah, look at that. I thought it was the shading, but it's just blue. It's like a cold moss swine. What's up with that? Oh. Oh. Mushrooms? Yeah. I didn't explore this area last time because it was too, I didn't have any hot drinks. I didn't have any hot chocolate. Now, can they hit me? That one can't. I think they can hit me, actually, yeah. I might have to slay the best boys. One of them might not get destroyed. I actually don't know how to get a Vespoid without killing it. Without destroying it, I mean. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's shiny. Oh, of course, it's a shiny moss slime. After that last quest, we got really lucky. And the shinies are out. At least these Vespoids aren't paralyzing me yet. Maybe they can. Maybe there's a variant that does. Oh, that shiny Vespoids would be the worst. And they could just paralyze me. Because they can in later games, but so far they don't in this one. They just hurt you a little bit. Okay. I've had enough of these. Oh god. There's a really awful line in one of the old Star Trek movies where William Shatner is punching Christopher Lloyd, and every punch he says, "I have had enough of you," and then he drops him off a cliff into lava. And it's supposed to be a really triumphant moment, but it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Highly recommend if you watch it with like riff tracks or something. I think it's Star Trek 3. Clearly my curiosity has taken me to some very dark places. Like now. Yeah, look at that Lance power. Lancers for life. Greatsword is too slow to hit those fellas, but Lance will get every time. That, the other thing I remember about Star Trek 3 is that the editing is really bad. Like, it seems like they didn't have enough footage, or the footage they did have looked bad, so they'll cut away from important moments a lot. Like, too early. Which, it's a real shock after Star Trek 2, which is one of the best Star Trek movies. Because it's just like a well-done action movie that gets you invested in what's going on. And Ricardo Montalban is a treasure. He's like quoting Moby Dick the whole movie, and it's great. There's gotta be something back here, right? Like, why else would there be a back here, if not for there to be something? It's not a mining thing. Where are they? Where are you? I have had enough of you! Yeah. That's for all the trouble that you ever gave me in every Monster Hunter game. Come to think of it, Vestoids aren't in Monster Hunter 3, are they? They're the Nahabra. This isn't something? All these roots? Yeah, there's just nothing here. That's weird. My only guess is that this is, that's gotta be where a monster retreats to go to sleep. Maybe Plesioth or something? That'll be one hell of a fight. Because Plesioth isn't too bad in Monster Hunter 3, but in this game I can only imagine how bad it'll be to fight that monster. And I was looking at the lances that you can make with water element, and they're not very good, as far as I can tell, so it's not even worth fighting. It's not even worth collecting the Plesioth parts to make the lance. Maybe to make his armor. Oh wow. Alright. Thank you. Thank you, Moss Swine. This is me bowing. You showed me the way to get all the special mushrooms, and now I'm free to do whatever I want in this level, in this mission, in this quest. Alright. I can't believe all that damage was from Vestoids, by the way. They took about half my health away. That's what you get for being complacent. I think the Moss Swine do drop some unique item, but I don't know what it is. Some unique material. And you know, the Moss Swine have served me well. They're very peaceful, kind animals, and I don't want to kill them without a good reason. Okay, let's go this way to the monster den, which leads into a cave where hopefully I've still got the hot drink ability. I don't know if I do. I think there was a visual indicator but I wasn't paying attention. So if it's already vanished, then my hot drink protection is gone. The last time I was here, I didn't actually get any bones or anything, because I couldn't find a gathering spot, so I don't want to fight the Velocipray right now. I'm just going to do this. This place does have another mining point, so I'm going to slay the Vespiloids. Get it. Oh, okay. Oops. Oh, okay, there's the paralysis. I jinxed myself. What? I wasn't facing exactly the right way, so I couldn't hit. Alright. It's on. Play the Final Fantasy music. This is like a... Maybe I should be playing the Benny Hill music. Pardon my terrible singing. Wow, my character's hair has gone white. Alright. Didn't notice that. It's gotta be the lighting in this area. What is here then? Oh, right. It just drops me off in Area 1, where the Velocipray waits in the bushes. I got what I wanted, though. More or less. Disc stones do sell for a lot, all things considered. They're like 68 zennies, so... it's not too bad of a find. Oh, there we go. So you don't get like a little buff icon. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to go to Area 2 and 5. Alright, we've got more to go. We've got more to go in this mission, in this quest. But, yeah, later games will give you a little icon that lets you know you have more, what buffs you currently have. And this one does not, because it likes to be very obtuse. I'm gonna go to Area 5 last, because I know there is stuff there, but I want to find... Where are the gathering points in this area? I know there are some. Honey! The rarest of rare materials. Honey is super useful. I think there's even an armor skill in one of the games that will give you, like, you get, like, a higher chance to gather more honey from a point because it's just so useful. I think I got 3 or 4. Yeah, I'm just going to do a lap at this area because I probably missed something coming from the direction. And, I don't know, I feel like this temple, this old ruin, should have something in it. But I don't think it does. It's just scenic ruins. I'm sure, like, the fan wiki has some explanation for, like, that. That was, like, the temple for something or other. Something or other that the ancient civilization built. Alright. Monster Hunter lore videos can be kind of fun because you have to make a lot of guesses based on very little actual in-game lore. And some of them are presented better than others. Boy, I feel like I'm missing gathering spots. Right? Like, there's all this area where you would expect there to be a gathering point, but I guess there aren't any. Got the honey already, so let's keep rolling. Honey or beehives seem to be much harder to spot in this game. They kind of blend into everything. Then again, I'm used to the little button prompt coming up when you're at a gathering point. It's a courtesy that the later games give you. Ah, yes. The meditative music of the Veggie Elder, wherever he is. Yeah, this is like a Rapaloosia? Oh, snake. Just a regular old snake. Alright. Got some sap plants from that. They're useful for making, I think it's bomb materials, which you then combine with other stuff to make specific bombs. Sap plants. Sap plants are good. So, we're gonna get 300 from this quest, and I'm still not gonna have enough to make anything. I guess you make most of your money by selling stuff, because there's no way the quests are gonna actually give you enough money to do anything. Alright, I'm gonna take a chance on the Veggie Elder. Oh, this time he just gives me something. That must be a very small monster bone for you to just have it in your pocket. Oh. What? Okay. Veggie Elder hasn't been like this in this game before. Normally he'll just give me advice, or if I have an item he wants, he'll trade me. But that's the first time he's just given me something apropos of nothing. Which is how he behaves in later games. I was surprised to see that. Alright. And keep moving on. Sometimes I have some misgivings about trying to finish what I've started with this game, but I'm gonna stick to it. I'm very tempted to just stop at some point and go to 3 again, because I'm just so eager to get back to it. But nope, I'm gonna see this playthrough all the way through, and Alancebeth will have her glory. Yeah, what? Her hair's all white for some reason. Oh no, it's just very light colored in the lighting. It is still green, as I intended. And you're thinking of shiny Pokemon. I think the only shiny I've ever caught, apart from like the red Gyarados that you're guaranteed to find in Gen 2, was Caterpie in I think Heart Gold. I forgot that you couldn't find Weedle in like one of the early routes in Heart Gold, that Weedle just don't spawn there in Heart Gold. And so I was just looking and looking and looking, and I had a Caterpie already, and just got a second one. And I was like, well, I mean, I've never caught a shiny before, so I guess we'll get it. Even though shiny Butterfree I think looks pretty ugly. Sorry to all the shiny Butterfree stands. Yeah, 3 Disc Stones. How much money did I end up with? Wow, I'm 15 Zenny short of making the last armor piece. And even then I don't want to actually make that armor piece because if I only have 750 Zenny, because then I can't do any other quests. The life of a hunter, everybody. If we do that quest, let's do that quest again. I only needed 1 hot drink, so I have a spare one. Let's save for safety. I'm gonna do that quest again, and then once I have the hunter armor, the full hunter set, I promise I'll go on an actual monster hunt. But it might, for time reasons, I probably won't have enough time to hunt a large monster tonight. But I think I'm gonna try after doing the mushrooms again. Don't take that out of context. After hunting for mushrooms again, I'm gonna go do the if it's still there, I'm gonna do the Piscine liver quest, because that one is the only quest so far that I've failed in this playthrough. And I need to redeem myself. Those Cephalos are gonna learn their place. Because I have learned how to hunt. The Lancebeth is on the case. Yeah. I think the path that I chose just sort of by coincidence, without any forethought, is going to be pretty good to do again. It got me the full 10 mushrooms that I needed. Nope. So yeah, so I've got another stream later this week, which is my, any game I want, any game I feel like stream. I'm thinking about looking at, just sort of dabbling into the Just Cause trilogy. I've played and beaten the main campaign of the first 3 games, and I think it'll just be fun to kind of dip my toes into each of them more or less evenly throughout the stream, just kind of play through however much I can in the given time. You can see them back to back and how they change over time. Because I reinstalled Just Cause 1 and I was surprised at how ambitious it is. I didn't remember it starting the way it does, and it's very... They kind of maintain the tone, the series tone really stayed the same across the entire, all the way up, I assume until Just Cause 4, but I never played that one. I think I prefer the version of Rico who's more like Antonio Banderas than the one who's like Al Pacino. So I'm glad in Just Cause 3 that they went back to Antonio Banderas style. But I'll save that for the stream. I'll save that topic. Alright, let's have a drink. Have our hot chocolate. And we'll kill some Vespoids. There is a way to slay Vespoids without destroying their bodies so you can collect their materials. Normally you would use poison, but I don't know how to poison Vespoids in this game. Oh, look at that. Maybe because I hit it with the not pointy end. The Vespoid armor has some weird bonus, so it'd be nice to get some at some point. Oh, Moss Swine, I'm glad I didn't hit you. Gotcha. I don't know. If I had a bow gun, I think there's poison ammo, but otherwise I don't know what you would use to poison the best place to death. There might be poison bombs, like in later games. Now where... Oh, there are mushrooms over here, that's right. I think the Vespoid armor is also fabulous. It's very flashy. Assuming it's the same in this game as in later ones. So I will try and make it at some point just to see what it looks like. Nothing else. I think the Moss Swine pointed us here last time. Is that right? Oh. Here. Moss Swine is very interested in that pile of stalagmites. So I hope it doesn't send me out into the woods. Yeah, there we go. But the only other thing I'll say about Just Cause games is I highly recommend Just Cause 3, especially if you get the expansion. Just Cause 2 is alright, but I don't think I can recommend Just Cause 1 when the sequels are an improvement in every way. Now what is this stuff? Is this something? Oh, it is. Okay. Some kind of sleepy time phosphorescent moss, I guess that's supposed to be. Alright, I'm gonna gather from this, and then I'm gonna look at the... Oh, no, wait. Here it is. I'm gonna gather from this, rather, and then I'm gonna look at the moss mine and see where it leads me. Oh, what? At least I didn't break my pickaxe. These iron pickaxes have lasted really long. I'm pleasantly surprised. Or maybe the mushroom area I'm thinking of is in area 10. Let's see, where are you going, Moss Swine? Blue Moss Swine. Oh, you really just stick around this one area? Alright. Lesson learned. Boy, what were the... I don't know, maybe somebody in the chat knows what were other games that came out before 2004 on the PS2 that had better camera controls than this game. Because I found one. I found like a really good example and I can't remember what it is. Maybe Ace Combat 4? Come on, I know you're here, best buddy. Come on. Gotcha. Because I was looking, and Metal Gear Solid 3 did come out before Monster Hunter, but that was the original Metal Gear Solid 3 with the back camera. Or rather, the camera that's good only for certain segments for speedrunning. But otherwise it's not very nice to have. Right, there's no... Oh, this is the spot. Thank you very much, Moss Swine. And I think the Vespoids are not... They're not aggro on me yet. No, one of them is. I can hear it coming. Yeah. Ace Combat is another great series on the old Sony consoles. How much did I have? 3. I only have 3 special mushrooms? Wow. Well, we've got more areas to visit, so I'll be able to make up for that deficiency. Um, there are more. Yeah, they don't. I don't know if gathering points respawn at all during the quest, but I don't think they do. Hmm. Yeah, the only thing I know about Just Cause 4 is that I think there's like a tornado gun or something. But Just Cause 3 is great because the expansion gives you a jetpack, and that just makes everything hilarious and fun. With the expansion, I like to think of Just Cause 3 as the best Iron Man game ever made. It really is just great chaos. Plus, the grappling hook and tether in 3 is just such a vast improvement upon previous games that there's not really much reason to go back except for, I don't know, comparison's sake. But I can totally recommend Just Cause 3. Maybe I will try and gather here. No? There's... Okay, so in the forest monster game, there are like... There's sort of footprints on the ground, like giant monster footprints that are kind of where the gathering point is. There aren't any here. And there are these bones everywhere. But just Velociprey ready to jump on me. Oh well. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Just Cause 3 knows how silly... Well, I don't know. I think it does. I think it knows how silly it is, and it leans into it. Oh, paralyzed again. I've fallen, and I can't get up. Play the Final Fantasy music again. See, 2 weeks ago, these exploits would have been killing me. Now, they're only half killing. Yeah. It's funny, in modern Monster Hunter games, the only times you see people getting killed by exploits is because they had almost no health left. They weren't paying attention to the exploit and running away from some monster. Oh, come on. But in control games, these guys can kill you. On their own. Gotcha. Wow, that, I did worse than last time. Probably because I didn't sing the battle music the whole time. But yes, Just Cause is very goofy. Sheldon, the CIA contact for the main character, is very much aping off of the, what's his name? Very much aping off of Bruce Campbell's character from Burn Notice, where he's just always wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and he has this devil-may-care attitude. Or no, not really. He seems like he's almost always drunk, especially in the first game. And I think every iteration of the main character, Rico Rodriguez, is like a white guy doing a Spanish accent or a Latin accent. Like, Just Cause 2, the version of Rico is just Al Pacino doing Scarface. It's just an imitation of bad Cuban accent. Oh, the hot drink is gone. Well, we should be okay, because I'm almost done with this, with Area 4. But... yeah, and when I say that Just Cause 2 version of the main character Rico is Al Pacino as Scarface. I mean that in every sense. He's just angry all the time. His neutral expression is a scowl. And he doesn't talk, he just shouts. But, yeah, Just Cause 3 goes back to, you know, smooth and smarmy Banderas style Rico. Oh, that's interesting. I thought I would actually travel along the lug. Well, anyway. Maybe... No, I don't have enough time. If I had enough time, I don't have my original save file. Otherwise, I could show off the end of each of the 3 Just Cause games, or at least the first 2, because Just Cause 2... Just Cause 1 is set in, like, fake North Korea, and you're fighting, you know, not Kim Jong-un, or Kim Jong-il, I forget which is which. My apologies. And at the end of that game, the bad guy launches a whole bunch of missiles, and you grapple hook from missile to missile to catch up with the dictator on the first one and to kill him, deactivating the missiles along the way. Oh, here they are. I was looking for the gathering point. So, Just Cause 2 is pretty wild. The end of Just Cause 1 is not as intense. You're flying a jet around, and you're trying to blow up intercontinental ballistic missiles. Because every one of these games has to end with the dictator in a last-ditch attempt to exert his dominance, firing off missiles. Although ultimately, the end of that game, the end of Just Cause 1, you ultimately, you have to drop onto the dictator's plane, chase him up to the front, and he makes like a really dumb joke. Or they make a dumb joke where he's like, I've seen Air Force One 6 times, and every time the president always wins. And then Rico says something like, but you forget that in those movies, the good guy always wins, and I'm the good guy, or something. Just Cause definitely knows how silly it is. Maybe that's because it was made by a Swedish developer instead of an American one. I thought this patch looked suspicious, and there's the ivy. The telltale ivy that we're looking for. I don't know. If you like explosions and lots of creative ways to make explosions happen, Just Cause 3 is your jam. Plus they have, like, you can derail the, like, evil military automated train, like the military trains and stuff. You know, you can, like, flip off of airplanes, and I think you get an ability that'll give you, like, a rocket boost to whatever car you drive. It's wild. It's Just Cause 3. It's just so fun. It's one of those games where I'll keep playing it after I've beaten it. Sort of in the vein of Saints Row games. But I'm the kind of guy who likes really fast-moving stuff, really fast-moving games. So for me, Just Cause really hits the spot. It's also why I never really played Lance, because it's a very slow, you really like hunker down. Oh yeah, great. This is what the disc stone is used for, and I don't use bowguns, so I'm not going to use it. But Lance is very much a hunker down and be ready to block all the time weapon. Dang, we still only got 3 special mushrooms. Where are the rest? You know what this means? We gotta slay those Velociprey and see what gathering points are in Area 1. Because Just Cause is a very silly place. Okay, before I go, there was a moss swine over here. And there was a very obvious mushroom gathering spot, so maybe the moss swine will lead me to a place that has all 7 remaining special mushrooms. Let's find out, shall we? Where do you be, moss swine friend? There you are. Looks like he's in the loading zone. Here we see the moss swine in its natural habitat, leading the hunter to find mushrooms. Patient hunter will notice when the moss swine stops to sniff the ground. Oh no, it's not in the loading zone. What am I thinking? The loading zone is off to the left, but this is still in bounds. So is it here? Where did you stop? Oh, you stopped in front of the face. Good job. There's 4. Or total's 4, that is. The bad luck has descended on us again. You know what that means? It's hunting time. Since this quest took so long, it might be the last. This might be the last quest that I can do on the stream. But it guarantees that next time I'll have the equipment to actually hunt something. Question is, it helps to be just aggressive enough so you can interrupt their attacks. Oh, and that should have hit me by all means. Oh, wow. Notice that the shield will sometimes block on like the right side a little bit. Maybe the actual angle of the shield has an impact. Because you notice that when we're blocking, the hunter doesn't hold the shield directly forward. Oh, there's another one. Come on. Yeah. Oh, I hear another one. Just out of range of that, and just in range of that. Where you go? Okay. Where are you going? There's a lot of blind glancing in this game as well, just because you can't. It's faster than trying to get the camera to turn around. Okay. Ooh, it's just enough stamina to not take damage from that. The lance is very long, so I can get that Velociprey before it has a chance to hit me. And if I'm lucky, there aren't any more, and we can finally explore this area. But that will probably make for a good highlight reel, come to think of it. He gets his revenge on the Velociprey menace. But what I'm really after are mushrooms. It sucks because I don't have another hot chocolate to get me through the cold areas. Because if the mushrooms do respawn, then that's what I would do. I might also have to slay some melinxes if I don't get enough mushrooms here. That's the double-edged sword of this quest, is that it's worth a lot more money, but you have to get 10 mushrooms instead of just 7. I don't see any more mushrooms here. Nothing. Did I already do this? Maybe I already... Excuse me. I think I already looked at that spot. Oh, there's a pop. Did you just do that? Yeah, I'm worried that there aren't actually mushroom spots in this area. Because there might be some in the Area 3, which is where the melinxes are. Oh no, you know what? There definitely are, because there's a moss swine. Oh, look at how low my stamina is. I don't even have steak of any kind. And I used up my rations, so... I have Felvine tonight? No, I don't. Well... I only have 4 special mushrooms, I think. Yeah, I need 6 more. And this is my best bet, so I'm gonna see if I can get away with the melinxes not seeing me. I think I already have it. I don't hear them. But I see them. They're off to the left. They're hanging around the shoreline. But I don't think they see me yet. Okay, is that... I want to say that's 6, 7... Oh, I'm at 8. Oh, dang. Right, there has to be a mushroom gathering point here. But I also wouldn't put it past this game to not be prepared. Ah, Swan, you're my savior. If this works, Moss Swine. Oh. Okay, wait, there's one more spot. Moss Swine finds 3 spots here. Okay, the melinxes have just spotted me. Here they come. And there are no more mushroom gathering spots. And we got 8. What do I do? What do I do now? If I try to end the quest, I'm just gonna... Oh, okay. This might be where the other ones are, but now I'm in a hot spot. Now I'm in a hot spot as far as stamina goes. I have to be very careful not to exhaust myself. Because I don't actually know what happens when you run low on stamina. I don't know if there's like some penalty apart from just not being able to run sprint. It looks like they're like teaming up. Yeah. All I get is like 1 dodge right now. I gotcha. Oh, you're just gonna let me attack you? That's nice. Thank you, Velocipede, for being so accommodating. Yeah. Sometimes it just pays to be aggressive. That's what lancing is all about. Uh-oh. What can I get rid of? I should use the mini... Oh, I should have used the mini whetstone. I'll get rid of the huskberries because they're only worth 1 zenny a pop. I just have to hope. There's the Rafflesia, but I don't think that has mushroom. Mushroom, mushroom, where you be? Mushroom, mushroom, come to me. Herbs. I'm not unhappy, but I'm also not happy. I can also hear another vessel. Unless the audio, unless the 3D positioning of the audio is messed up. Which it might be. It's a tusk. I don't know what you do with the husks, actually. They probably are just used to craft more. Well, there's another best blade. I think insect husks are just another option for making bowgun ammo. Because you need some kind of container for the ammo. So I would guess certain ammos made with insect husks. This looks bad. I've spent all that time clearing the velociprey, and I don't see any mushrooms. So, what to do, what to do? So, we've been in this quest for almost half an hour. Which speaks to how poor my luck has been. It's possible that I missed... Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I thought that this boy was gonna hit me on the vines. It's possible that there are mushrooms in the cave that is Area 4, and I just missed them. So... Otherwise, my only chance is... Yeah, now I've got minimal stamina. Otherwise, my only chance is to get... is if the other mushroom spawn points refresh somehow. Which I don't think they do. Oh! A frog, what the heck? Alright. There is a use for a frog, which I will keep a surprise to anyone who doesn't know it. And although I'm probably going to fail this quest now, I am pleasantly surprised that we found frogs. Okay. So I have to go back to previous areas and look for mushrooms. And that sound is the sound of my hunter being too hungry. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. The mushrooms ran dry. It's not my fault. We can also try talking to the veggie elder. Maybe I picked up something that he'll trade. Let's do that. Veggie elder, I need your favor. I need you now more than I ever have. But I will, of course, check this spot again. There's nothing else here. I'm gonna lose 150 big ones if there's nothing else. If there's nowhere else to gather mushrooms. Can't gather in front, can I now? Please. Poety please. I just need some special mushrooms. Okay, Mosswine. Is there another place? Is there another secret place? I don't know. I did follow him. There isn't another secret place. But I will look around the other stone heads. This has never happened before. Capcom, did you playtest this? As a gamer, I'm entitled to a perfectly unflawed masterpiece every time. How dare you sell me a game that has a single imperfection? I am outraged. Veggie Elder, please. Veggie Elder, please. Veggie Elder, Veggie Elder, Veggie Elder, Veggie Elder, Veggie Elder. Veggie Elder. No, don't teach me. I know about a sonic bomb. Even you can't help me. It sounds like he was about to hit me. I can't believe there aren't any mushroom spots in this area. Maybe there are, I'm just kidding. I mean, this is just going to be herbs, but I may as well get it. I guess we did get a little bit of hunting with those velocipede and the exploits, so this, you can't say this stream was devoid of action. Dadgummit. I'm hungry and I'm tired and I don't have any mushrooms. Oh, I thought I gathered all of this. Guess not. I think they must have just fixed improvements in later games. They must have just figured out how to prevent this sort of thing from happening, where you just don't have any more gathering points that you can gather from. Because it's one thing to fail on your own merits, but it's another to be cheated by random chance. And I know the Japanese love their gacha games, but I mean, this is ridiculous. Because my guess is that every gathering point has a random number of items in it, or a random number of times you can gather from it. And what's happened is that the dice have rolled against me so hard that there are not 10 mushrooms in this quest. But the smart thing to do is to make sure that there are at least as many items in the quest as you need to complete it, and just rely on the player finding all of the spots that they need. Because honestly, I've searched everywhere and there are only 8. All I can do now is go back to old points and hope that they've respawned or something. One thing I can try, though, is I can go back to camp. And maybe delivering the special mushrooms I have will do something. Will, like, trigger a refresh or something. Or maybe I can't deliver them until I have all 10. Okay. So I can deliver the 8 that I had. And I don't know if taking a rest will recover my stamina, but I'll do it anyway. Oh, we're going over time. We're going over time, everybody. I have to, because the camp only recovers your... But I have to go over time because there's no other way that if there's any chance I can finish the quest, I have to take it. What is this? Nope, I didn't want to do that. Wow, talk about sliding. Boxes. That was a very generous area in which you can click. to get in bed. Okay. So here we go again. Into the wilds. Unknown. I swear there's gotta be a mushroom point in this area somewhere. Right? In Area 1. Because there are all these velociprey here, and I didn't see a single mushroom point. Part of me is worried that the maximum stamina can drop one more level to 0 and then I'll just die. Because Monster Hunter 1 is cruel like that. I believe that it is entirely possible that Monster Hunter would do something like that. So, it's just an extra level of nerves and things to worry about. My only other chance is that there's a mushroom area here, like an invisible one, that is not one of the 3 boss slime detectable ones, and that I just have to brave the Millinses in order to get it. But part of me says that there is no such thing, and I don't see it. They're big and obvious. If they were here, I would see it. And they are not. This area didn't have any mushrooms either. Area 6 is the monster den. There's nothing there. Area 4 is a cave where you would expect mushrooms to grow, but I didn't see any. I think Area 8 might have had some. No, Area 8 doesn't have mushrooms. Or maybe they do, and I just didn't try. Oh, there is something. Let's see. Frogs. So, Area 8 has frogs. Monster Hunter. How do you do this? Mosswine, you have helped me as much as you can, and yet even you cannot restore the mushroom gathering points. There must be... I'm gonna stop saying there must be. Because there aren't. There clearly aren't. Wait a minute. 2, please. Just 1. Please, just 1. Just 1 more. I just need just 1. I just need more. I just need 1 more. I think there is an armor set that gives you some kind of gathering bonus. But it is not the leather set, or I would still be wearing that. I'm just going to check every stalagmite. Every stalagmite cluster. Come on, Monster Hunter, I'm giving you one last chance to prove that Capcom thought about this problem and didn't just do what I said, which is to make every single gathering point totally random, and instead to have some consideration for the fact that your 10 mushroom gathering quest needs to have 10 mushrooms in it. I swear there have been more than 10 mushrooms in the 7 mushroom gathering quests. The quest where you don't need that many. I had hope and then it was just dashed. It's taken away from me. At this point I'm just going to I'm going to run out of time rather than actually getting the quest finished. maybe the best way to drop mushrooms. I mean, this looks like a fungus, doesn't it? Like, that's what fungus looks like. Oh, we can gather this. Dragon seed. I don't want dragon seed. What am I going to do with that? I'm going to take it, though. We can drop the map. Okay, best boys. I'm going to take out my anger on you. Or you're gonna paralyze me. Right. Come on. I need to get something out of this. Oh, I can't even dodge anymore. That's the real penalty for having your stamina this low. You can't sprint, you can't dodge. Okay. So I tried gathering here before and it didn't work, but now I don't want scatternut. There aren't mushrooms here. I did throw away the map, so I can't really evaluate my options as clearly. But I mean, I've gone everywhere multiple times. I'm gonna just keep searching. I don't care what you say, Monster Hunter. There have to be 10 mushrooms in the 10 mushroom quest, and I'm going to get them. I have... What area didn't I check? I didn't check the monster den, and I didn't check the cave next to it. So... Come to think of it, it seems like gathering points kind of degenerate a little bit after you gather from it once. As if, so if you like gather it and then walk away, it's possible that you'll only get the one gather even if there are meant to be multiple items there. And I may have gathered at a mushroom spot and then stopped to fight monsters, and cheated myself out of the mushrooms. In my defense, though, previous quests have been overflowing with mushrooms. More than I could ever gather. And, now we're looking at a failure. Probably... Yeah, I've got 3 minutes left. I've got 3 minutes to find the last special mushroom in the world. Okay. Nothing here. I think this is where I found the frogs. Yeah, the timer's flashing up in the left there. Because we're about to fail this quest. At the whim of RNG. So I'm going to conclude that this quest is a bad one for gathering materials, because you have the very real chance of not getting enough mushrooms to finish. If there were just mushroom point, if there's one mushroom in this area, in Area 1, that might make the difference, but I don't see one. We're looking for like big red mushrooms, or even like little white ones. I don't see them. Oh, we can roll. It's just the only action we can take with our, I want to say it's like 25 stamina. I think we can see. Yeah, 25. I'm sorry, this is all I could do. This is it. This is the end. It didn't have to be this way, Monster Hunter. I'm gonna look out at the beautiful scenery as the last 30 seconds tick down. I think about jumping off this cliff. I'm just more disappointed than anything else. Disappointed in the design of this game that something like this can even happen. Because it's not hard to come up with a solution. And if they intended it, then it's unbelievably cruel. No, Monster Hunter, you failed me. And the stream. Monster Hunter has to make up. And I'm afraid that's going to have to wait until next Monday, when we return to get our revenge on the mushroom hunt. So that's all for tonight. I got a lot of materials. I didn't get anything that I was setting out to get. And I didn't complete any new quests. That's Monster Hunter in a nutshell, everybody. But thank you for watching, and next time, things can only improve from here.